The 2023 season marked the beginning of a new era for Kyle Busch, as it was the first year of him driving for Richard Childress Racing. After over 10 years of driving for Joe Gibbs Racing and Toyota, winning 2 championships and 60 plus races, they were unable to reach a contract agreement. There were other problems. Of course, Mars had left the sport entirely, and Ty Gibbs was on his way up the rankings. It was safe to say Kyle Busch's days with the team were coming to an end, but for 2023, it was a whole new beginning. It was not like he was going to the same old Richard Childress Racing. Oh no, they were coming off of a good season. Tyler Reddick won 3 races and Austin Dillon qualified for the playoffs, but Tyler Reddick was certainly the instrumental part in this whole turnaround. Without him, the team had little chance of improving. However, when it seemed like things were going in the right direction, Tyler Reddick surprised everybody by announcing he would move on to 2311 Racing. Kyle Busch was without question the perfect replacement. With his talents combined with the current state of RCR, it wasn't a question of if, but when he was going to win. After a disappointing 2022 season, you sensed the feeling that entering 2023, Kyle Busch was rejuvenated. A top 3 finish in the exhibition clash is one thing, but almost winning your first Daytona 500 is another. If Daniel Suarez doesn't spin, perhaps the RCR duo could have came home 1-2. Once the field stacked up, everything went wrong, but it's all good. It's just a case of bad luck. The following week, at what would be the final Cup Series race at Fontana, he wouldn't need any luck in this straight up victory.
Kyle Busch can pretty much coast it home from here. What may be the final super speedway NASCAR race ever in Southern California.
RCR, baby.
Goes to Kyle Busch.
That's right. How about you, RCR and everybody? Kyle Busch, unbelievable. It's a big win. Huge win.
Not only did it feel like Kyle Busch and RCR were back, but the vibe after he won was something I have never seen before. He got way more cheers than boos, and it's not like he's never been cheered before, but this was certainly the loudest after a Kyle Busch victory. While his playoff spot was already secured, how was he doing in the regular season standings? Well,
Keselowski gave Bubba a bump to the lead. White flag. Next flag ends the race.
Down. Big push.
Blaney
Turns
Bubba,
him.
around goes
Oh,
Bubba.
into Keselowski. Around. Oh, another hard shot. Allmendinger.
Caution waves.
Save. You gotta make it all the way back around.
That's right.
He can coast from here. He's good.
He's got it. Kyle Busch is your winner. How about it?
Left. Up here. Nice work.
season, this team was on a roll. They were tied for first in the playoff standings while sitting 5th in the regular season one, but were only 31 points behind the leader. Looking back now, this would turn out to be the season's, but in the regular season standings, he was beginning to fall off.
Kyle Busch has got smoke coming out of his car now.
A lot of damage to the right side.
Yeah, he's hit the fence with the right rear, maybe with the right front as well.
He just radioed in, it's killed.
Kyle Busch spins around and backwards. If you wait a moment, here comes the 7 of Coil of Joy. Another hard contact. Drivers, seems odd.
Looks like something might be on the racetrack there, guys. We'll have to take a look.
They quickly went from a championship favorite to a giant question mark. In the first 6 races of the third quarter, they were involved in 3 different incidents, and it felt like Kyle Busch's confidence was completely shot. And the evidence can be found in this tweet saying, "I just don't know anymore." While there were lots of questions entering the playoffs, there were certainly a fair share of optimism. You have to remember, at one point during the regular season, this team was viewed as the championship favorite. They made it past the round of 16, but with only one top 10. To advance from the round of 12, they needed to pick up the pace quickly. Instead of doing that, their round of 12 was filled with mostly slow performances and bad luck. This DNF at Texas would mark the beginning of the end, as a 34th place finish as well as a 25th place finish at Talladega would put them in a hole so deep that a 3rd place finish at the Charlotte Roval wouldn't help. From championship favorites to being eliminated in the round of 12. A tough way to end the season, But this also begs the question, was Kyle Busch's 2023 season good or bad? Kyle Busch maintained the team's same level of success from a year prior. Their numbers are nearly identical, with Busch beating Reddick in nearly every stat category. He even made it further in the playoffs. So on paper, it is a good season, but with more context, you realize that a large portion of this team's success came during the first half of the season. They fell apart in the second half. Kyle Busch, Randall Burnett, and the rest of the team had no answers. So even though statistically it was kind of a better season than Reddick's, it doesn't matter because it's Kyle Busch, favorite entering every season. Those are the arguments I have for whether it was good or bad, so let me know in the comments what you think. In conclusion, Kyle Busch and RCR's season may not have ended the way they hoped, but they still have potential. But maintaining the same level of success in 2023 is probably not going to be enough to satisfy most NASCAR fans. They'll need him to either make the round of 8 or... And once again, that'll do it for another video. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Black Flags Matter. Catch you next time.